All right, welcome to the podcast, Charlie. Thanks for being on the podcast today. Why don't you quickly introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are.
I'm Charlie Gallagher. I'm a TikTok creator from Auckland, New Zealand.
Cool, awesome, man. Hey, look, I actually really am grateful you coming on. Like, I've been watching your TikToks recently because I think the first one I won was the skip the boat one of the ice cream truck.
Oh yeah,
coming through. That was the first one I saw of yours, and then I sort of went on a trawl. But it's the reason why I was so excited is like it's not often that you get a lot of young New Zealand creators who get the platform properly.
Yeah.
You get a lot of people who are like jumping on trends and doing stuff and whatever, and people came through the dancing phase of it, like the lockdown babies. But like watching your stuff that you're doing now is like right in tune with the culture of it, which I think is quite cool. And I think like when we looked at it, it's kind of like how we try to look at it for our clients. So cool. So it's cool to have you here. But what I want to do is go back real quickly to when your TikTok journey started, or did it start somewhere else, not TikTok?
So I've always been kind of obsessed with social media, like posting on social media, not necessarily like TikTok, just like, I've been creating content for like a decade in different like formats. Like I think earliest I had like a Twitter page that I posted on consistently when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. It was like like a fun fact page or some shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I just kept making content in different ways. And then like I didn't start on TikTok at first because I thought it was cringe, like most people did. And then I like posted like one video and my mate was like, oh, you should keep posting, bro. You're pretty good at it. And so I did. And I got real hooked on it because you know how it's pretty easy to get like a couple thousand views on TikTok. Yeah. So I got pretty hooked on it like straight away because I was like, oh, I think my first video got like 2,000 views. And I was like, shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a dopamine hit, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever we get like a video pop off on the Attention Seeker channel, like for the next 2 days, it's just like dopamine hits, like just going off.
Just refreshing notifications.
Yeah. So when was it that you jumped on?
I think late 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, my content that I was posting early on was real crap, but I just kept at it. Started to get really obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And then I think I made like a skit that was like about New Zealand or something like that, and then that got like I think 100,000 views, and I was like, holy shit, that's fucking insane. So I just kept posting after that more and more, and then I guess that's how I got to where I am.
Yeah. And when did the follow account start going off? Because that like you're probably the same as us. Like there's big step changes in follow accounts. When was like that first sort of like 10K or big bit?
I hit like 10,000 followers in 2 weeks, I think. Once I started. Also, I didn't start on my current page. I had another page that was in a different niche, and then the niche that I was in, I don't want to talk about what it was in, but it's not really brand friendly, and I knew that, so I was like, I'm going to switch this up because I can't. This isn't sustainable. Yeah. I'm going to get deleted as well for posting this. So I changed it up. Oh shit! What were we talking about?
Yeah, just asking about like. How did the growth happen, like with your follower account?
Yeah, and then I started a new account, grew 10,000 followers in 2 weeks, and then it kind of stagnated a bit, and it's just been real steady. I've not really been wanting to like get one viral video or just blow up. I've been consistently like building it. I don't think that the best way to cultivate an audience is to just go viral and then right off that, like. Yeah, I also don't really think followers matter, to be completely honest.
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, you look at your view count versus your followers, it's pretty disproportionately different, right?
Yeah, I think that followers, even like subscribers or anything, I think it's a bit of a vanity metric. It's not really important. Yeah. I like to measure my success by how I'm doing with how many people are actually engaging with my content. Cool.
So like comments and stuff like that and likes and things is more what you're around about? Views. Yeah. So what sort of like for you... If you think about an engagement level, like how do you measure that? Is it feel, or do you have a number that you sort of look for, an engagement percentage?
It's kind of just the feel, man. Like, I'm constantly like experimenting with different kinds of content and what works and what doesn't. Yeah. So you can kind of get it. You can always feel if people are liking what you're posting, just by the views and the comments and all that. Yeah.
And with your, I mean, I don't know how long the style's been going, but you've doing these like, in the news in New Zealand today. Yeah. When did that start? Why did that start? What made you? Why did you jump into that?
I think honestly that started because I posted skits for ages, but I feel like that's what everyone else in New Zealand does. Like it's a really common. It's not a bad niche, but it's a really common one for people to do. And I was getting kind of sick of it. And so I think I was just experimenting with different kinds of things to do. I tried like doing like educational videos where I just showed people places in New Zealand, that kind of stuff. But then eventually I just settled on, I can just do like current events, just talk about random fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then also integrate like vlogs as well, doing that as well.
Yeah. Like the skip the boat one, would you consider that like a vlog style for you?
Yeah.
Cool. And so as you're building that out, which is like it's been good, like seriously, like the last, I don't know, 30 or so videos that I've watched, and I haven't gone all the way down, but like it's a real good style. It's like a real good way of like like you said, like there's like the skits guys.
Yeah.
There's like all the different types of formats, but then like this sort of like the way that you like cut through from you speaking, hooking people in, a lot of jump cuts, but then like you bring up like stock footage or B-roll footage or whatever.
Oh my god, I've been like obsessing over retention recently, like everything I can do. Like wait, scroll down a little bit. See that Hamilton isn't real video?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that video, like when I look at it now, I'm still like, oh, that was so good. Just all the different elements that go into making that video. It's kind of hard to explain because it was quite a lot. Like it looks just like a video, but everything that went into that makes me very happy.
Do you even think like tell me about the vertical?
Yeah.
The horizontal. Was that intentional to get people to like stay on? Because like for me, as soon as I looked at it, like when I was thinking about this video, I turned it, which then I meant I couldn't scroll.
Shit, I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Right? Yeah. I was wondering if you did or not, if it was intentional or not. Because I was thinking about that. I hadn't actually talked to Con about this because I was rewatching some of your stuff recently because I knew this was coming up.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, you put in the horizontal thing, which made me have to turn, which meant I couldn't scroll.
True shit. You know, I didn't actually I don't think about that.
So, like, if you wait till this bit here.
Yeah. I just assumed that people could, like,
watch.
Look at it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm just old and I have to turn it.
Yeah,
I didn't like turn it fully. Like, I just did this.
No, I think I definitely mentally, like,
yeah. So, okay, let's break this down. This is interesting. So, like, tell me, like, I mean, you don't have to give away trade secrets, but, like, I mean, what went into thinking about that?
Okay, wait, go back to like the first second, like literally 1 second in when I was like opening it up. So first things first, I'm talking, wait, play it just a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, so I talk about it being like Hamilton's just one big GTA server. I'd say that paired with a different caption. So it's Hamilton isn't real. So already I'm making a statement.
Yeah.
And I'm making two statements at once. And then immediately I cut to B-roll footage. So then it goes into the B-roll footage. I'd have to look at all
let's
of
do
it.
it. Let's keep going back. Let's go back.
Yeah, so right there, that's like three different things that happened.
Yeah.
We've got the caption, the caption and the caption.
Yeah.
And then we immediately cut it to B-roll footage. And then I zoom in on the B-roll footage there to another cut, more jump cuts there. I also keyframed in like a zoom in on my face as well there. And just B-roll footage, more B-roll footage. That one, I did it so it was like, go back to when I was on the TikTok search. Yeah, that one I was like, oh, look, it's already playing on there, so I can just make it look like it comes up. There's so much that goes into just one of those videos. Yeah. That's crazy.
No, that's good. Like, I like that there's intentionality in there, right?
Yeah.
That like, and I think actually like, because Connor's kind of the same, like you guys, like that's why whenever I was first showing you him, it's like you guys got a similar style. I mean, Connor makes very different videos to this, but like, there's intention behind everything.
So do you post like scooter videos? Was that you or was that someone else? Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been posting scooter videos for like 8 years or something. But I was on Instagram more. Yeah. I only just came over to TikTok.
That's pretty mean.
Yeah.
I used to be a hearty scooter kid.
Oh really? Nice. Yeah. So and like when you watch Connor's stuff, like and actually there's a lot of creators that are like Lewis Davis was the same, like just so intentional with every beat of it. For you, when you think about this one, because this one obviously popped off at 1.1 mil.
First video to get over 1 million actually.
Was this the first one?
Yeah, dude, it's been such a consistent growth. I've been really careful not to just. I didn't want to like just blow up. That was never the goal.
So when you say that,
what is it that you're trying to do then when you are making these videos?
Just trying. First of all, I'm trying to cultivate an audience because my end goal, what I really want to be doing, I don't really want to be doing this in the end. What I want to be doing is YouTube. I want to be uploading on YouTube. And so what I've been trying to do is cultivate an audience and then figure out how I convert that to YouTube. That's the whole game. I've posted a couple of videos. I kind of had to stop. I've had this heart condition for the past couple of months.
I remember your video. Yeah.
So I haven't been able to. I've tried recording like 5 different videos for YouTube, but it's improving now. But back then it wasn't. And like my energy in all of those videos was kind of off because it was kind of fucked. So I was like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna start figuring this out once it improves, which will be very soon. But YouTube's the end goal. I managed to get one good video where I converted a fuck ton of people onto it.
Cool.
Like I think it was like 23,000 views on YouTube.
Shit,
like,
nice, awesome. Yeah, shit, yeah. And a lot of them came from TikTok, do you reckon?
Almost all of them, yeah, because you can see it.
You can see where it comes from. Yeah. Oh, that's epic. That's a massive.
Yeah, I was like, I always thought that like TikTok's so fast, people don't really give a fuck about you. So I never thought it was going to be possible to convert people at all. And then I remember I posted I was playing like a Roblox game, right?
Yeah.
And I went on like a New Zealand roleplay server, and then the video on TikTok was like I went to arrest someone who ram raided into a fucking Roblox gas station.
Yeah.
And then that got like 130,000 views, and 20,000 of them like converted onto YouTube.
Yeah.
From the little snippet. So I'm kind of just figuring out how to replicate that, and then that's the goal.
Okay, got it. So like, it's a trailer almost for the long one.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. So tell me then, I want to know this. I'm going to keep digging into this.
Yeah.
So tell me then, how, like when you're making these videos, so you want to try cultivate an audience.
Yeah.
But tell me, like, you just broke this down retention minute, second by retention second.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're doing that for retention means more views, which means better video, which means more engaged. So what is the point of that? Is that obviously to get more views?
Yeah, pretty much. Just get more people.
Sorry, Karen.
Yeah, just get more people to know who you are. I'm just like, I've also been, it's actually pretty weird. Since I started editing YouTube videos, my TikToks have improved heaps as well, because I'll be spending 12 hours as opposed to 15 minutes editing something.
Yeah.
So I've probably also learned a lot.
So, okay, fuck, there's heaps here. I'm going to keep unpacking.
Yeah.
We're gonna stick here for a bit. Okay, so you just said 12 hours instead of 15 minutes. Was that 12 hours a day or 12 hours a video? Like, what do you mean when you say that?
12 hours minimum to edit a video.
One video on TikTok?
YouTube.
No, YouTube.
No, hell no, not TikTok.
So what's TikTok?
TikTok's like anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. So then YouTube's like 12 hours worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long are those videos?
10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, cool. So,
Yeah.
Okay. When you edit these ones, are you editing them in phone or?
Yeah, just my phone. But I don't, unless you're producing like real good TikToks, I don't think you really need to like make them on a computer.
Nah, especially when you're making for yourself, right?
Yeah,
like it's just
exactly.
about putting them out. And what's the schedule like for you? Like how often are you trying to go out?
I try to post like 3 times a week. I try to do more as well, but everything's been a bit iffy because of my heart stuff.
Yeah.
It's real fun because like literally I'm very grateful. My parents they're just letting me chase what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I am spending every single second of my days thinking and making videos. But it's been real hard because of my heart condition. So like I'll make one video and I'll like talk and it just saps all my energy and shit. It's pretty fucked. But it's all I think about. So it's,
Yeah, no, it's good. And so is that like, without getting into heaps of details, and I know you put stuff on here about it, but like, is the heart thing, you said you're overcoming it now? Like, are you sort of
I'm on medication.
Cool.
So it's like going down. It's like inflammation around my heart. So it's just like reducing all of that.
Yeah. Okay. And so when you said 3 times a week, did you say, is what you're trying to go at the moment?
Try to go for that, yeah.
Okay, cool. And what for you? Why that number? Like, why have you stuck on that? Apart from energy levels, because that's something. But if you, let's say energy levels were perfect, where would you like to get it to?
Every day.
Oh yeah.
Because if I could, I would be posting like every day. Like, it sounds kind of corny, but like all I enjoy doing is like making content. Like literally, the only time I see my friends now is when I'm like out fucking filming shit, like at the Skip the Boat thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I can't get a video out of it, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah. Okay.
I get that there should be a bit of a balance, but
you're young.
Yeah.
You're allowed to go on stuff when you're young. Like, who cares? You only need balance when you're my age and you're trying to fucking balance a relationship and other crap.
Yeah.
So at the moment, is the biggest roadblock for you health to get stuff out?
Pretty much.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to when this shit goes away so much, because then I'm just gonna be grinding out YouTube constantly. That's gonna be my main focus. I honestly will probably end up posting less when I start the YouTube, because a whole video start to finish takes like 24 hours.
Yeah.
So it's quite time consuming.
Yeah. And what do you think it's going to be scheduled for YouTube?
As much as I can post, really, without burning out.
Yeah.
'Cause,
is the YouTube link to this?
I think so. You should be able to find it if you scroll up.
Connor? Is there a...
It is linked. Oh, yeah, it'll be on my link tree.
Yeah. Talk me through the YouTube. Like, what's the... what are you trying to... What style are you trying to do here?
Right now, I'm just doing gaming videos because like I've looked at my audience. I'm like, okay, it's quite young.
Yeah.
So I've tried doing the gaming videos. I've done some Roblox ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on me. 23,000. That's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you want? Where do you want it to get to? Is that the? Do you want to stay in the gaming niche?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally this is the end goal for me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It doesn't necessarily have to be gaming videos. I just enjoy making videos.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I was just like, this would probably work best with the resources that I have access to. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's saying you've already got all the things you need to do it.
Yeah, I've got everything I need to do it. I can just grind it out every day because I can just do it from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so, can we just let one play in the background? Oh, yeah. Just while we're watching. And so we're trying to go into like you're trying to go into like a space where this becomes just your full-time gig, just YouTube.
Yeah.
And then so if we think about that, where do you want it to get to? Like, is there dreams and goals, or is it just
sky's the limit, man?
Yeah.
I'm a very ambitious person.
Cool.
I will go as far as it can take me.
Yeah, nice. So like, are we talking like Mr. Beast levels as like dreams? I mean, obviously he's like exceptional, but like, if you're gonna chase something, right? Like, is that kind of the thing?
I'll just go as far as I can go, man. That's all. Yeah. Have you ever listened to any of Mr. Beast podcasts?
Yeah.
Like
the recent one of Colin Smith.
Yeah, bro. Colin Smith. The ones that he's done with them is so fucking good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I just listened to that most recent one on the flight back home yesterday. Yeah.
Have you listened to the first one as well?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. In the first one, he sounds a lot more like almost cocky, and in the second one, he's kind of like, yeah, I still agree with all that, but like.
Is that the one, the big warehouse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most recent one.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Colin and Samir are awesome.
Yeah,
like,
they're awesome. I love their videos.
And I love it because like they like caught on to him real early, and then just like not rode his wave, but he definitely helped. Like he went off with them. He was like one of their first podcasts.
Yeah, when I first listened to that first podcast, I was like, holy shit, this guy's fucking insane.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like Mr. Beast clones though that came from that. Like, I've always listened to him like, okay, I can apply this to myself. But a lot of people I've noticed they just rip his style and his format off completely. Just, I guess, inevitable when you're that.
Oh, look, and it's the same with like all forms of art, right?
Yeah.
All forms of art get ripped off. Musicians are the same. I mean, you look at like the time where Simon Cowell ruled the world of music.
Yeah.
He just like would factory turn out people out of things and just blatantly copy music styles and just push it out again. Do covers with people, all sorts of stuff. I mean, at least in that world, they get paid for it when people cover their shit.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so massive goals, you'd love to do it, long journey ahead of you, but I mean, that's to be expected. But like right now, you told me as you came in today that you jumped onto this TikTok series thing.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that a little bit. So first of all, like why did you do it? And then, and then we'll break it down from there. So why did you decide to jump into TikTok series?
When I first saw it, I just thought it was a cool idea. Like it was just like, oh shit, this is kind of just like Patreon. Like I can post, like what I wanted to do and what I have done is just, I wanted to create just slightly longer form TikToks that like people who really fuck with what I do can just go and watch. And so that's pretty much all it is. It's just, slightly more premium content, longer form, high quality videos. When it first came out, I was like, fuck, if I can get this out really quick. There was an incentive going on where it was like top 100 TikTok series would like, they would get some fucking insane like rewards for being in the top. Like I think number one prize, 35 grand, and then like a bunch of like products and shit like that. And then like a bunch of people under that was like, I think $8,000. And like, I was like, oh shit, I'm going to try hop this on. But what I saw is that a lot of people who do these TikTok series, they were just going for like the quick money grab. Kind of like, I think the most sold series, which has like 6,000 sales, is a $2 series about like getting abs or some shit like that. Like it's real like shit that you'd buy at 2 a.m. and then forget about.
Yeah. Interesting. And so your content that you're putting out there is longer versions of what you're already doing. So the idea is that like, hey, you already like me, here's some more of it. Yeah,
pretty much. I was like, once I saw all of the series that were coming out, I was like, fuck, I don't want to just sell out some dumb fucking garbage videos, low-key. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to spend a decent amount of time like creating some pretty like, I'd like to think, good videos.
Yeah.
Like I covered like the most random like topics in them as well. I think I did one on like the first dude to get executed here.
Oh yeah.
I did a history of the New Zealand pie one. I did one on the flag. It was actually going to be 8 parts. It ended up being 5 because 3 of them just weren't. I didn't think they were good enough to go in there.
Yeah. So you just cut them.
Yeah, one of them I was gonna do one on. I was gonna talk about when Eminem sued the National Party.
Oh yeah.
But I filmed that one, got like halfway through editing it, and then I was like, oh fuck, I can't use the Eminem song because I'll get fucking copyrighted.
You'll get taken down just like National.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't end up posting that.
And like I've had a little look. So you got that sort of deal on that moment or something. I'm not really sure how it works, but like $2 or whatever to buy it. Is that for the whole series? Do you get that? Or do you,
I wanted to make it as cheap as possible as well. Because also I was like, I don't really think people would want to spend that much for it. I was just like, I'll make it as cheap as possible. I think it's normally like, $8 or $9 because that's the least amount that would let me do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put it at $2 because TikTok, I was going to prepare way more marketing like content for it, and then TikTok went and released it like early. Like they sent me a notification, be like, hey, we released your TikTok series. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was last night. This series wasn't meant to come out for another week.
Oh, shit.
I was just like, oh, all good. I'll ride the wave and like post it now,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's doing all good. But yeah, I honestly don't think anyone would buy it. And then I posted and I was like, oh shit, I haven't even properly started promoting it, and it's got some purchases.
Nice. How many have you got so far? Handful?
No comment. No
comment.
comment.
No, that's all right. But so okay, cool. So we've got the series going. It's $2. What is your strategy to get people to buy it?
What I've been doing so far, I've just been doing like Instagram stories about it, and I like posted the trailer for it or something. I think it's my pinned post on TikTok right now.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah, but what I'm mainly going to be doing is I'm just going to be posting other videos, and then I'll have a plug for it. And it like, oh fuck, what have I got? I've got like 30 videos right now. I can't remember. I've got one where I'm just like rating New Zealand pies or some shit, and then I just subtly plug it in there. Or I've got one where I just talk about how we used to have the death penalty here, and then I mention it. That kind of formula. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So it's sort of just like let's think about it. It's like YouTube clip that's running an ad read inside the video.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of.
But like also don't want to make it a full on ad. Just like a little.
Yeah. But you're selling your own shit, right? So it's not as addy.
Yeah.
As
a normal,
like you're not doing Skillshare or some shit like on YouTube. Yeah. What was I going to say about that? So have you are you telling your audience, like the way that you're selling it? Are you selling it to them as go buy this if you want something more, or are you doing it like go do it to support me?
A bit of both, actually. Like kind of. I've been trying to cultivate like a real strong audience on Instagram actually because. Like I've been trying to push people off of TikTok and Instagram for ages because I can post stories that they'll almost definitely see to connect them. So on there, I'm like, yo, so if you want to support like small New Zealand creator type shit, go buy this. But then on TikTok, it'll be more like the other one that you said. I just got to know who I'm selling to kind of like thing when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, okay. And with let's touch on that a little bit. So like this push to Instagram.
Yeah.
Is that where most of these followers come from TikTok, or is this
no? Most of that's still from Reels.
It's from Reels.
Yeah, I think I've gained like 2,000 followers from pushing to TikTok, and then eventually I hopped on the Reels because I saw the bro, shout out Jackie Chang, Jackie the Asian. Yeah. He's got like fucking 100,000 followers on Instagram, and I was like, holy shit, how the fuck do you do that? And we looked at his page, and it was all Reels.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in it for ages. I thought it was stupid, and then I started posting it, and I was like, fuck, that's crazy.
Is it the same stuff? I haven't actually looked at your Instagram.
It's all my old like re-uploads. Like these are all my old skits. Like it's mixed in with all my old skits and stuff like that. I've been just slowly re-uploading like my whole catalog. It's pretty crazy. I've got like an extra 500,000 reach from Reels.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Do you put yours on Reels?
Nah, I don't know, because I kind of want to have two different like versions personas, like on mine. But
that was kind of my thing. But
I was tossing up.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing. But you can just like once I realized you could just share to Reels and it wouldn't show up on your main like photo feed. I was like, oh,
true.
Okay, this doesn't ruin like my.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Are you thinking for you personally or for De Plaza?
De Plaza. Oh, nah. What do you mean? For me, I put everything on Reels. Yeah.
Yeah, enough. So for De Plaza, you're thinking of a different persona on Instagram. Yeah, I agree with that though.
Yeah.
I reckon you can be way more aesthetic and cool.
That's what I wanted to do. I want to go for that more.
Make it the brand, whereas De Plaza's your journey.
Is that your clothing brand?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanted to do like, because I've always been Instagram aesthetic type vibe. And then I wanted to have that for the brand because it does go well with having like a premium brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like it'd be good as if I could just repost like 100 videos to Instagram. It'd be so easy. But I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really thought
Yeah,
about it.
I think there is strategies for both, right? Like
Yeah,
it depends
yeah,
on
yeah.
what. I think yours is fine because yours is a person.
Yeah.
Yours is a personal brand that you're going with, and yours is a company brand.
With my personal brand, I posted similar stuff. Yeah, similar stuff.
It's all scootering stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like it's you scootering and shit
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so we've got TikTok series going out. That'll do an X amount of dollars, but probably I would say for you, it's more about like testing and learning from that rather than like make it 100 grand or something.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not really expecting to make like a metric shit ton of money.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like just figuring stuff out.
Yeah, figure it out, right? How did it work? What did
Yeah.
people like? Take feedback.
Yeah,
Does that
totally.
inform series 2? Does it inform YouTube going forward or stuff like that as well? Probably, right?
Yeah.
Because, okay. Now, from a business perspective, like this is obviously your full-time gig at the moment. You're probably fortunate enough. You're living at home, I'm supposing,
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
you're still
course.
pretty young. I mean, he's fucking still living at home. So how do you see you monetizing this outside of AdSense on YouTube? Because like, look, AdSense, I guess, is a good revenue stream.
Yeah.
But it's one, takes ages. And two, like even if you look at the big guys, it's like 10 to 20% of their revenue. So what sort of stuff have you thought about? Like from a,
I've thought about that so much. With with TikTok, I don't really give a well, firstly actually I don't really give a fuck about money if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I think that money is a byproduct of your success when you're doing something like this. It's
Yep.
never my main focus. I'm not really too much of a business oriented person. I just like making videos. It's but yeah, with YouTube, I'm just like once I get enough of followers, I can start doing all the like generic YouTube stuff, and then I can also maybe I think that the creator economy is only going to keep growing. So I reckon I could probably sell some kind of product in the future as well. But I could just sell like generic YouTube things like merch, that kind of thing.
is it not like you say, like you're not real business minded, not sort of doing it for the money, but like, is that, does that mean like for you, it's just about having enough money coming in so you can sustain yourself?
Pretty
and
much,
moving
yeah.
forward?
Because I don't care about money. It's all about just what I am creating, to be honest.
Yeah. So what happens? Like, I mean, obviously, you're at the moment still living with parents and you live at home, but like, you know, money. If you think about like, let's take Mr. Beast as an example, right? Like, yeah, he might not necessarily take a lot of profit, I suppose is probably the best way to put it, but he definitely cares about money.
Oh yeah, I mean like, I want enough to just to sustain myself eventually. But yeah.
Because there's like a thing here, like which is real interesting. Like I think this is an interesting topic for me because there's a lot of young creators who like feel the same way, and probably actually Mr. Beast, probably if we just use him as an example because he's the most extreme.
Yeah.
He probably felt the same way. Like if you listen to some of the real early conversations, like there was an interview he did with Casey Neistat real early on where like he'd done his first $2 million in a year and he'd spent the whole lot. And that was the year he bought his mum's house. He paid a mortgage or something.
Oh, I've seen that video, yeah.
Yeah. And so like he, that was also before he then met his business manager.
Yeah.
I can't remember that guy's name.
Oh,
now.
I know the guy.
He's on Colin Samir. He did an interview with him as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That guy changed everything. Like he changed the whole game for Mr. Beast because he was like, no, like more money means bigger things, means more creative, doing cool shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like an interesting thing to think about, right? Because like, yeah, you might not like really care about money and you probably don't need much money. Just like Mr. Beast like lives in a studio. Like he likes literally like he's in his house. It's like his bed, his bench press, like his editing computer.
Yeah, and he just walks out when he's in his fucking...
walks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. But for him, I can't remember the manager's name, but like that guy, what he did for Mr. Beast in YouTube and by and large, right? Because Mr. Beast changed YouTube completely. Is he made him realize that like more money means cooler shit. Just means you can do.
That's
more.
actually pretty true. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is right. Like if you, I mean, some of his old videos are still epic. Obviously, like I still remember the one where he like gave the waitress 10 grand. That was like the first one I saw. Tipped her for a glass of water.
I've seen
10
that
grand,
one.
and like. That's still a fucking good video. But then now, like, I don't know if you've seen that, all his most recent ones.
Oh my God, dude. He's gone from that to like giving just like people like $500,000,
just
$1 million.
just straight
Here's
up.
a super yacht.
Like his TikToks where he just like gives people cars and like stuff like that. And like even
and it'll
did
be
that
for
on
one
Threads.
TikTok.
Like even Threads, like one of his first threads was just like, hey, we're giving a car or a Tesla away or whatever it was, right? But like, okay, so if you think about that, then like, what could you do with more income coming in?
Actually, have been thinking about that recently because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, there's things that I do want to do that
Yeah.
I don't make enough money to do.
Yeah.
I do actually. I've been getting a decent amount of brand deals,
Cool.
and stuff.
Yeah, let's
but
talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, there's things I want to do. Like, one thing I've got planned out. I'm gonna go to Wellington, do a bunch of filming of different shit there. I want to go film graduation week in Dunedin because I've heard that it's pretty like fucking insane.
Yeah.
Lots of shit like that. I want to film, but don't make nearly
Yeah.
enough money to do it.
Yeah.
And like with my niche, because it's a lot of my videos are about New Zealand, it gets hard to find new things to make videos about.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of videos like, you want to know about this because I messaged him. I like just hit up like a fuck ton of different brands and
Yeah.
like businesses, just asking for free shit to see if I could do a video on
Yeah.
it. Some of it I was just like trying to test it, see if it would work. And then like some of them like I've been sent so much fucking free shit over the past 2 weeks. Just I didn't realize I could just ask for stuff.
Yeah. People just give it, right?
Yeah.
Especially brands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've got like there's like some pie subscription service which I thought was a pretty unique
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Shout out Fat Bastard Pies.
Yeah, I know the one. I've bought them before. Yeah,
Oh,
I
have
bought them in
you?
lockdown. I bought them in lockdown because I couldn't get a pie. So I bought, they like come in packs of 6.
Yeah. So I hit them up and then I got that. They're fucking pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got lots of random shit like that that's just come through. That
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if I can't afford to do all these different videos I want to do, I'll try to do the ones I can do.
Yeah. So like think about that, like things like with Dunedin.
Yeah.
How is that? Like, how do you get someone to pay for that? Like, what can you do down there that like makes
Get a
people
liquor
wanna pay?
sponsor.
Yeah. Wow. Fuck. I mean.
Yeah, I know someone who got a Jägermeister sponsor from his TikTok.
Yeah. You know, alcohol sponsors are great as
Yeah.
long as you don't tell anyone, because they're not allowed to. Like TikTok won't let them advertise and stuff
yeah.
on there, right? I mean, they're not allowed to anyway. But if you've got Heineken in the video, like still getting out there, you don't have to say anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like when vapes started, there was a massive thing on Instagram with vapes because they weren't allowed to do any advertising, so they just like gave them to influencers.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that with like what's it, the Joel ones or whatever it's called. Yeah.
And they end up getting found out because like someone dobbed them in and
Yeah.
whatever. But like alcohol brands do this all the time. So like, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this publicly, but like, I mean, now fuck it. You can say this. They're not our clients. They will do it. They will 100% do it. Like you just like hit up the alcohol brands and be like, look, like, or even like bars and shit down in Dunedin or like the businesses that are part of this world, because they can't properly advertise on these places, right?
Or you get a drink that helps people like recover the next day.
Arepa.
Like a something like a
Powerade
Powerade type thing.
Yeah.
Because then they would love it because
True.
it's like
Coca-Cola, Blue
everyone
Powerade.
needs, yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
My idea with Dunedin was my mate who lives down there, shout out Paige, she sent me some photos of some of the parties that they have there, and I was like, holy shit, that would be I think it would be a good video.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even necessarily go down there to for something sponsored. I just spend
Just
my own
wanna go
money,
anyway.
go down there.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Department of Information's video down there on YouTube?
Oh, I know who they are. I don't know if I've seen that.
They had a really good video in Dunedin. I think it went really good on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And they just went around just being real formal, interviewing all these people, and they're just all pissed and all sorts of crazy
That's
stuff.
funny.
But it was a really good video.
That's funny.
They have some good ideas, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like when I've spoken to lots of young creators, like
Yeah.
that's the way you like to start thinking, right? Like even like when I first met Ketis, one of the reasons we started this podcast was because of Ketis, because like I'd met him and we were just going through all his shit.
Yeah, can you just crack up?
Yeah, and he's like awesome, but he was also trying to figure out like how do I monetize this, how to make a business out of it, because he knew he had all this other idea. You know, you've seen what he's been doing, like even the last few
Yeah,
months.
I was meant to film with him like last week, but I was too sick. I couldn't.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The Guess the Car.
Yeah, I was gonna do the guest the car.
Oh,
He hit me
yeah,
up-
nice.
He hit me up to do that. Yeah.
Oh, definitely hit him up. He's always keen to make content.
Yeah.
He's the man. But like he understood the same thing. Like I need to bring on big clients or big business
Yeah.
stuff so that he can continue to make crazy shit and be able to pay people, right? Like he pays people to come onto his videos with
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
You know, like that
He's
you
gonna-
can't do that without money.
yeah,
And I think a lot of people like get confused about like money is like, because it's like money. We need money to live, but then money is a tool.
no, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, and like that's the way you got to think about it. Like rather than
Yeah.
going, I
I think it's more so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I don't
don't
really
need
care
wealth.
about buying shit.
Yeah.
kind of vibes.
which is smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, obviously, if I had money, it would all just be going towards videos. To be completely honest,
But
like
same.
I've got one cool trip coming up. I don't even know how I'm going to film this yet. I'm going to the Cook Islands and like.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, it'll be my first time flying by myself, which will be fucking.
Yeah.
Kind of fucking scary, but yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to film there, but I'm doing that.
You're just randomly going on your own?
I've got family there.
Okay.
My mum's side of the family's from there.
Ah, okay, cool, nice.
Yeah, so I can just fly there and free accommodation.
Yeah.
So it's pretty mean.
Yeah. Is your mum Cook Island?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's why I like this guy so much. That's cool. So, yeah, I want to touch back on that because I think it's also valuable for like audiences listening. Like how can we reframe what money means? Like, it's not about buying shit. Like, I don't buy shit either. Like, I'll have like the most things I spend my money on is Nike shoes. Like, that's about it. And dumb tech that I don't need and that the guy stopped using. But actually, I spend most of my money on these guys.
Yeah.
Like, hiring these dudes. And like, I mean, we're trying to hire about 5 people at the moment. And for me, it's about so we can make more cool content. Like, I don't always need to be in the content. That's not always, there is a big part of me who's in it because I bring in the business.
Yeah.
But like every dollar, like when you hear Mr. Beast going, I reinvest every dollar, like we're the same. Like
you're the same.
Yeah, like me and my partner Claire pay ourselves minimum wage pretty much.
How long have you been doing the Attention Seeker for?
We're not quite yet, 4 years.
Sweet.
So we moved back to New Zealand in October 2019.
Oh yeah, where from?
We were in Melbourne at the time.
Yeah.
So I lived away for like 12 years. I was running hotels around Australia, London and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we moved back late October 2019, but the business didn't really start till May 2020. So
what made you want to start doing it?
Necessity. So like, so I used to run hotels. I moved back to New Zealand to start a business. I don't know what it was going to be. So I just started meeting people, putting out content on LinkedIn. I was going hard. And then lockdown happened.
Yeah.
And, lockdown was stressful because, like, I mean, you would have been like 15 or something, right? But for me, I was like 30 something. And I was like, shit, the hotel sector's fucked. Like, there's no more hotel sector at that stage. What am I going to do? I've quit my job. I've told my partner to quit her job in hotels and casinos, move to another country with me.
Lockdown just fucked everyone over,
just
really.
fucked everyone. But then I got really lucky, actually, because I had spent 6 months, like you did, nurture an audience. Like I was just nurturing an audience on LinkedIn who were all business owners. And then they were like, shit, we can't get out and meet people.
Yeah.
We need to do some networking another way. And so they're like, Stan, we need help with this shit you're doing on LinkedIn. Like, we need to network with people. So then I just started executing on that for them. And then that grew into what it is. And then, we hired Connor and Sean, who are our initial videographers.
Yeah.
We did some video. And then we hired Joni, who taught us how to do TikTok and short form.
Yeah,
and like this guy, like he used to think TikTok was cringe when we first started. Like he was like, "Fuck that!" Like
Because it was
TikTok.
like fucking
Yeah.
dances and shit, man.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
And then he like got onto it at the end of last year, and it, like he had a few videos like really popped. He's like, "I'm the fucking TikTok king," and it fucking hasn't stopped on it now.
Yeah.
But like, so that kind of all happened, and it sort of blew out to where it is now. So we're only like 3 years in.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys are fucking like killing it. Like, I know a lot of other I'm not going to name any, but a lot of other agencies are low-key really shit.
On TikTok,
Yeah. Like they all do the same shit. Like I always hear it, I'm like, fuck, I could do this 10 times better. They just follow like the cringe fucking trends, nothing unique, nothing original. You guys tell like a story in your like videos. I fuck with it heaps because it's like, you guys are actually like invested in what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. It's same as you, like, so we kind of see it a little different to you in that you're kind of like what we would call all fan service, which is like build real solid audience. We have this other part where we call fan acquisition, especially for the attention seeker TikTok.
Like to get clients.
Just that, or it's more just to get, those are the viral ones.
Oh yeah.
So the
new people.
The new people. So new audience watching. So like any of the presentation ones that Joni presents to me, those are all fan acquisition ones. We know they're going to get 1 million plus. Some of them don't, but most of them are 1 million plus. So new people come and see us. And then there's all the other story generated content, which is all the fan service stuff. So we're probably like 10% fan acquisition and 90% fan service. Like you'll see lots of our, the stuff and the guys in the team and stories and stuff. But like we think that the fan, like, if you think about your 1.1 million Hamilton one, like, that would have done a lot for you as a fan acquisition, right? A whole bunch of new people seeing you. But then all these other ones that you got around it, this is the service start. This is the stuff that like people are like, fuck, this guy's cool, this guy's good, I really like it. But this brings in the new audience and then this serves them.
True. Yeah. That's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
It's real weird because I think about a lot of this stuff, but I don't really put it into words. It's kind of just like cogs in my brain. It's just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Bro, until you've got the language,
Yeah.
you don't know. You know it,
But
you just don't have the language for it. We're the same. Like, we stole fan service and fan acquisition from Josh Luthwaite. So cheers, bro. Because he like he's like big in digital marketing.
Yeah.
Talks to a lot of guys in America. And he was like, Stan, like, this is what that's called. Like, this is the language. And which was good because now when we talk to big brands, we're talking the language that they understand. But yeah, like, I would say for you that like doing more of this, like trying to figure out, okay, if I can just have one a week or one every 2 weeks go bananas, all the ones around it will lift up. I always look at like Alex Earl. Do you know Alex Earl? Like crazy hot Miami chick.
They sound familiar, but I'm not sure.
Can you put up Alex Earl? ALIX. I mean, she's a hot blonde she's amazing though. Like, most people will just look at her first up and be like, oh, hot blonde with big fake tits. But like, I always look at hers because when I first saw her in October last year, she was 500,000. And now she's like 5.5 million.
Yeah, she's killing it.
She crushes it all the time now. Now she's just the it girl, right?
Yeah,
like, she's just one of those girls. I mean, she's still like, I say only 5.5 million, but like, you know, there's much bigger creators. But you could see what she did. She was doing like 6 to 8 TikToks a day. Every single day. You can see she's got about 4 or 5 styles. She's got like trends, skits, get ready with me, and talking to cameras.
Yeah.
And fit checks.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that like, it's cool seeing something like that because like I think that no two accounts are like the same.
Nah.
So when I see people like that, I'm like, oh shit, okay, they actually have an audience. But then there could also be people with similar followings who no one knows who the fuck they are. They're just no one.
Bro, the fat dude who jiggles his belly.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Oh, the fucking
Yangiz.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the Yangiz dude, and it's just same song. Skitty bop bop.
Yeah. People like that, they wouldn't be able to sell a product.
Nah.
But someone like that.
You can sell a kebab maybe or something.
Well, that's it. Like, if you think, I think he's like 7 or 8 million followers, and he's got a couple videos in the 100 millions, right? If that was Alex Earl doing a 100 million video, she would be at 20 million followers, and she could sell shitloads of stuff. And same as you, and same with us, because we know we could.
Yeah, didn't you guys sell like something real fucking like a t-shirt or something?
Bro, it was so dumb. We sold 55 t-shirts off
crazy.
one video for $89 a t-shirt.
That's crazy.
$89. That's like premium t-shirt stuff, you know? Like, these are like custom fit t-shirts from Sydney, and these aren't $89. And this was like an $89.
That's wild.
Like, you know, what's a buy on demand, print on demand tee?
What was the click-through rate on that? How many people actually like?
40,000.
Fucking hell.
40,000 clicked the link. Oh, it's like 38,000 or something like that. Yeah. 4,000 people added it to cart. And then, 55 people bought it, which honestly we're grateful for because it was so shit.
Yeah.
And I was getting a whole bunch of customer service emails, not because it being shit, but like because like shipping and delays and all that sort of stuff. Like, and one lady, she didn't actually get it because it, oh fuck, I don't know.
Did you like have stock of that, or did you just like
print on
demand?
Oh yeah, print on demand, bro. I set it up on like, it took an hour to get the shop set up.
Yeah,
took an hour, set it up, put it up. We did it as a joke, but we also did it for testing because we're the same. Everything we do is about testing shit. What works, what doesn't.
Yeah, I'm constantly kind of trying to push it. I've been trying out so many different fucking things recently.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I tried one thing. I had like a fucking shit ton of Spider-Man. We just like fucked around town. I kind of executed that video too poorly as well. But yeah, that was like an example of me just trying to test out something.
Yeah. I was going to ask about that. Let's fucking just cut and go straight to that. Yeah. Can you scroll down a bit? It was about 3 weeks ago, eh? Something like that.
The Spider-Man one?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was literally the other day, bro.
Was it the other day? Oh, fuck. Maybe I was just watching what I've got.
It's right at the top. It's got 8,000 views, that one.
Sorry, this one. So tell me the story behind this. Because I honestly, you know what I think?
Yeah.
No one could understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. That's why I wanted to ask you. I don't understand what happened.
I kind of executed it too poorly.
Tell me the story.
Yeah, so basically, so what this would have worked well with is if I'd done what they'd done originally, which was they just did like stupid fucking 7 second, well, not stupid, they were good, but you know, like short 7 second TikToks of just Spider-Man and like
random
rampaging,
places.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to do it in like the vlog style because like, okay, this worked before, so I did that. It didn't work. It's just what it is. But yeah, the story behind it is just like I saw there's this company Hex. They do like free giveaways and events, and I hit them up because they did it in Wellington and they were gonna do it here. So it's like, yo, come do it here. I'll film it. Filmed it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. And so this was their event.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they also put it out.
I don't even know. I haven't looked at their page, to be honest.
Yeah, interesting. Because I think that's the thing, right? Like, maybe it was just what I actually thought it was is like, oh, there's a trend or there's a culture piece I'm missing here that I didn't understand.
No, it was kind of poorly executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What would you change?
Honestly, I don't know. After I posted it, I was kind of like, oh fuck, this isn't going to do that well.
Have you tried just like doing a recut?
I might at some point, but to do that, I would have to wait a bit so that people kind of forget about it.
Yeah. I wonder if you just own it.
Yeah, I mean...
Just own it and say, guys, I fucked that one up. Let's go again.
Yeah.
I mean, like relative to your audience, only 10% of your audience.
Yeah, it was a real fucking fun thing to do. It was so random. We got like... Shout out Hicks, man. They bought like 55 pizzas and then we just ran around giving them out. It was
How do they make their money? What do they do? Who are these guys?
Dude, I don't even know.
Are they on TikTok?
Yeah, they top comment right there.
Oh, there, yeah. Can we click on that?
Yeah. So the dude, shout out Ben, he owns Hicks. I think he didn't tell me what his other business is, but he told me he owns another business, and then they started Hicks up like a month ago to. Oh yeah. They started Hicks up just to do random events around Auckland or some shit. They have no business model. They make no money. All of the money comes from whatever the fuck else he does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And because you know what I was thinking of this? Like, I was thinking that Spider-Man one, not that, but like the same concept of like everyone dressed the same way or doing some shit for the Ponsonby Times thing. Like, that would be pretty fucking funny of like somehow doing
Dressed
something.
in suits.
Or like completely taken, because people have done it. Like since watching that, I went and tried to do some research. Like, is this a thing? Because I didn't know, and people have done it in suits. It was kind of like the Minions.
Yeah, people
thing
did it with
as
the
well.
Minions.
Yeah, Minions was a big thing. Yeah,
I'd be surprised if people do that at the Barbie movie when that releases.
that's what I was thinking. Because right now, I was actually thinking that too. Is Barbie like if you all got everyone dressed up in pink and like fuchsia pink, and got them to like go take over Ponsonby Central. And then get Claire to pretend she's dressed up like Margot Robbie. You know the chick who did it in Sydney? There was an advertising agency in Sydney who got their founder to dress up like Margot Robbie and put glasses on and a hood.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And it went massive. And everyone was like taking photos of her and like thought she was Margot Robbie. And I was thinking like, that would be a fucking hilarious video. Now we're just fucking brainstorming videos for Taz now. But, okay, interesting. So that's what it was. I think you should recut it because
I probably will at some point. Whenever I have a video flop that I think could do well, I wait like a couple months and then redo it.
Yeah, redo it.
Just so that the few people who did see it don't like just skip it when they see it again, kind of thing.
Yeah, true. Because it was, you need to come back to it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so look, we're getting up to the top of the hour. Yeah. Tell me what's like in the immediate future. What are you trying to do? What are the goals?
Within the next month, I'll have a YouTube video out.
Cool.
That'll hopefully start, assuming my medication keeps working.
Yeah.
Immediate future is just consistent TikTok grind.
Yeah.
And then hopping over to YouTube.
Yeah.
And then 2 months from now, flying over to the Cook Islands.
Cool.
More content. Just making content. That's the whole future.
Just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Eh?
Consistency is key.
And from like now that we've talked about money, from a monetary perspective, what would you hope that you can do? Is there brands that you're trying to go after?
Dude, actually really recently I've cold called like majority of brands in New Zealand like real recently. I've tried to go after like every brand that I could think of, to be honest with you.
Have you got an agent?
I don't have an agent. I'm doing it all myself.
Should put him onto Tony. Tony's got to start cutting me a check, man. You should get an agent.
Yeah, I don't know how to talk. It's kind of annoying because I don't know how to talk to brands. I kind of just wing it, and sometimes they reply, sometimes they just ignore me.
I'll put you in touch with Tony. He owns No Sad Cowboys. So he's got a whole bunch of amazing creators with him. The reason why we suggest him is that he gives a fuck. Yeah. He actually gives a fuck. And like everyone who works with him is like, Tony's the best guy I've ever met. So that's why I'm happy to refer him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So I'll put you in touch. But like he is growing fast. And I remember the last time I talked to him, he's like, we're managing the growth right now. So he may not be able to take on people straight away. But what's really good about Tony is that like he just helps all the time.
Yeah.
Like he'll just be like I asked him for a project for a particular creator that we're working with.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, I can't take this on. But then he wrote me this like 4-page email of all the things we should go do in the brands and why we should go after these particular brands. Cool. And I was just like, bro, you're the man. He's like, yeah, go to ask them for this thing because they need this. This is why.
Yeah.
So like he's an epic dude. But I would just say like it sounds to me like you are kind of like where Mr. Beast's head was back in like 4 or 5 years ago, where he was like, no, all I care about is making great content. And it took that one guy to go to him and was like, yeah, fine. Yeah. But what if I gave you $1 million a video? What could you do?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could fucking take over the world.
Yeah.
And then he did. And then he like legit just took over the world. And I think that that's like something you should think about. Like, money's a tool.
Yeah, totally.
That's all it is. It's no different to your phone.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a tool you use to make more videos and make better videos. It's the same that way I think about it with these guys. Like,
Yeah.
I earn all this money from our clients so that I can hire these guys, do more cool shit, find other things. You know, like, we've got a bunch of other projects that we're going live at the moment. And like, you know, I just signed off with Connor today on a 2-week trial with another guy to help with some couple TikTok channels. That's all we do. Just earn money, make more videos.
Make more videos, yeah.
We do it a little different to Mr. Beast. Like, Mr. Beast is all about the main channel, which I understand it's a smart way to do it. We've got our main channel, which is Taz, but we're actually trying to build a bunch of assets underneath it as well, not just have the main one.
Yeah.
All different audiences doing different things.
Like,
like we got a bunch of like repurposed content
yeah.
channels and stuff like that, just like what we call distribution channels for different things. Connor's got like 10 or 12 or something like that. He's putting up 10 at the moment.
Is that just like re-uploading?
Yeah, so like we'll different strategies for different genres.
Kind of like repost pages.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got something similar. I've got a strategy similar for when I start doing YouTube fully. I want to be posting on multiple different accounts with my clips, edited slightly differently, kind of thing.
That sort of stuff's great, and like having distribution channels for us as a business is quite good because we can push clients through them too, you know, to give them a head start on stuff. But yeah, like I definitely think you should look at like, well, one, get an agent because brand deals. And the reason why you get agents is that like it takes all the monetary business side away from you so you can just focus on creation.
Yeah.
And then when you get big enough and you've got an audience who's demanding shit from you, that's when you can turn your head to business. Like Mr. Beast right now, like you heard on that podcast, 3 things is health, main channel, Feastables.
Yeah.
Like that was real interesting for me to
Have you tried Feastables?
Nah.
Actually, I got shout out Prime Store NZ. They sent me some for free.
Oh, really?
I hit them up.
Is that Barry dude? Whatever.
Yeah. You know, he got like he got a letter from the government for selling the fucking Prime Energy. Yeah.
I've seen that dude. He follows us too. He's cool. He's crack up.
Yeah. Shout out him.
He's got a couple channels. He's got
the kebab
one,
review
and then
one.
the Prime Energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's cool. Anyway, we're gonna start wrapping up because we're at an hour already. Yeah.
53 minutes.
53 minutes. So as we wrap up, is there anything else that you want to get out and tell people or ask me?
Check out my TikTok series. I don't know.
I get it. Yeah. I think so. Why not? Fucking plug your shit.
That's all I have to plug, bro.
We've got all 40 people now that watch this. So it's way more on TikTok. Hey, look, thank you so much. It was really cool meeting you. Actually, it's real cool to hear the way that you break down your videos inside your head. I can see the way it ticks. It kind of reminds me of like
I've never actually broke that down like out loud before. It just kind of
just happens, right?
Yeah, it just happens.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My advice on that and what I try to teach these guys who are just like naturally creative at this stuff is like start figuring out what you're doing. One big thing like Connor at the moment is doing, which he's doing really well, is like teaching others to edit like him and like what goes through his head. He's trying to figure out that and pass the knowledge, because once you can do that, you can run a team. Mr. Beast can't do it on his own.
Hell no.
Fuck no. He's got heaps of people on his team, right? So being able to like run a team or run support or run help, and also being able to like explain to others like, this is what I'm doing, this is how you need to support me in that, or like you're doing collabs with people, right? You start doing shit with other creators, like have you started doing much of that instead of collabs?
To be honest,
I think you should.
Yeah,
I'll send you some stuff when I get some more stuff.
I bet.
Yeah.
We already said that, but yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I think. Oh, you should go and do a vlog of your next tournament. When's your next tournament?
Oh,
that'd be a cool way to do it. Like the way he does his vlogs would be fucking awesome for that.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What's the next one?
You had one a month or so ago, eh?
Yeah,
His
next one in New Zealand is in like January. Or
So just wait. Yeah, it's just wait. Nah, it's all good. You might have to pay him by then. He might be $500,000 by then. Hey, look, thanks, bro. Really appreciate it.
It's been awesome.
It's been cool. Good to pick your brain, and we'll catch you later.
Cool.